to follow up on the first topic. So if Orlando Brown Jr. does not hold out and misses training camp and week 1, as some reports say that might happen, who do you think should be the starting left tackles? There's a lot of different names out there. So starting left guard, Joe Thuney, he stepped up during when we played Cincinnati last year when Orlando Brown came out for a few series. He looked good. I mean, he came in and looked like a solid left tackle, and he did spot starts at left tackle in New England. He could play all over the line. That was kind of one thing about Thuney, that he could play all over the O-line, and that's one of the things we love about our lineman versatility. So he looked good. Then we got guys like Lucas Niang and Prince Tega Wanogho.
Wanogho.
Who both guys have played some left tackle in their career. Prince actually played left tackle in an NFL game. Niang has not done that yet. Niang has stepped up as left tackle, but he got hurt, and that's why Thuney had to come in at in that Bengals game. So combined, they have like 12 starts at left tackle in the NFL. But Niang might actually be one of the first guys on the PUP list as he's still recovering from a patellar injury that he had last year. So then outside of that, this past offseason, we signed Geron Christian, who's played over 1,000 snaps at left tackle with the Washington football team, and most recently the Houston Texans, where he actually, he was a starting left tackle last year. And when he was with the Washington football team, he actually took over when Trent Williams left and went to the 49ers. He actually took over at the left tackle that year and got hurt. So his career has been kind of hindered by injuries. And then you also have other names as I think Riley Reeves, a free agent, and so is Eric Fisher, who we know in Kansas City well. So let's say Orlando Brown's not there. Who is the guy that you think is going to end up taking some of those left tackle reps?
Man, that's the tough question. It really is. But the list of guys that you gave me it's not a bad list. It's not a terrible list of guys. But they're not Orlando Brown Jr. And the only one that may be able to do the job is Thuney. But I want him playing left guard. I don't want him out left tackle. That would be I want to say the desperate move. Thuney's a guard to me, and so will he have some problems with some speed pass rushers? Possibly, and of course they look at all the things with his arms and whatnot. But not saying that Thuney can't do it. I mean, he's a capable man, without a doubt, capable lineman. If they put him over there, I would like, okay, yeah. Yeah, definitely. If it was something like if that's just part of your plan, just contingency plan for like 3 or 4 games, yes, maybe, right? I wouldn't make it a whole year, solution. I wouldn't. And so Thuney would be that guy, like I said, in he came in last year in the same fashion. The Geron Christian, is that name?
Yeah.
He's the guy that's been around. He's got some snaps at left tackle. I think he might be the fit as far as getting him in. If he's healthy, that may be your guy. Him, and also too, I think Prince Wanogho, right? And the thing is, I've actually been looking at this guy when he went up to Philly, and he was on the practice squad up there too. And so I've always wondered how this guy hadn't played. I watched some of his film when he played at Auburn. Man, he's a great left tackle. He's got great feet. He's very athletic. So he's kind of raw, but he's got the ability. He does. They just said sometimes he doesn't lock out. He didn't get his hands on guys, but that's something he can learn. I mean, he's been around for the last 3 or 4 years in the league, at least 3, I think, where he's been on practice squad, at least getting some looks with some guys. And so I like him. I like him a lot because he's just the athletic ability that he has, right? I think he could become a good tackle, but I don't know if they just haven't really gave him a shot. Who was the other guy that you said?
Thuney, Niang, but he's likely to start the season off UP.
Yeah, Niang. I mean, you keep him at right. You know what I mean? I mean, he was hurt, so there's some things you can do. I think Prince, and then like I said, the guy Geron Christian is a guy that kind of sits well with me. Then you still, like I said, you got Oh my goodness. Who? You said Fisher. I don't think you bring Fisher back. I don't think you do. I mean, you could if that's, hey, if it's like, look, we got to go ahead and look for the pitcher from the, bring him on in, the old reliever, come on in here, see what you got still, possibly. But I don't think you do that. I don't think you do that. I think what you do is you just try to work to bring and make sure that Orlando Brown Jr. is there on week 1. That way you don't have to go to that contingency plan. But if that's what you have to do, the 2 guys that we had, 3 guys that we got, that's what I'm saying. Man, it's tough. It's like, it's what you want to do. Okay, we got to ride with it. That's what we had to do. And the thing is, because I think we have at least depth at guard, that Thuney could go out to left tackle. Like I said, that would be maybe your best scenario. Yeah. Or like I said, maybe Geron Christian, and I like Prince. So I don't know. No, man. I hate to hear this. I hate this whole situation stinks.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Well, because going into the last 2 weeks, all we were saying is that we need another edge rusher, and now we might have to worry about the left tackle situation on top of getting another edge rusher to rotate with the guys.
Right.
It's a very tricky situation. I will say I do agree with you. I think obviously Thuney, everyone loves Thuney, but the way he played in that Bengals game with the spot snaps at left tackle, he's a very versatile guy. But Geron Christian has the most experience playing left tackle in the league of all the guys we have in the squad, of the guys we're talking about here. So, yeah, I mean, we brought him in, let the guy play a little bit. And like, I've seen some of the clips of him. I mean, he looked good, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be a capable guy.
Yeah,
he is. And like I said before, it's always that question: do you trust him? If he stays healthy, he'll be okay. I think he'll be all right. It's going to be a little tough, but if you trust him to make sure that he's watching 15's blind side, then that's on you. Understand that. That's part of negotiation tactics. Like, you got to take risk. That's a risk that you have to take.
Yeah.
Veach understand that. They know that. They understand that risk. They're assessing it.
And hopefully Orlando Brown, because, him and Mahomes are very close. Hopefully Orlando Brown doesn't want his, he'll sign the franchise tag and he'll come a surprise this NFL Network report, because that's his boy and he doesn't want him to get hurt with Man,
look, if I was Orlando Brown Jr. right now, I'd be down at Pat's place blocking the mailman coming in and putting the mail up. I'm blocking everybody. Just give him a call every single day. That way you're talking to, like, look, man, we need to go ahead and get this thing done. And I don't know, man. Maybe during in those phases, Pat's he wants to stay out of things like that, right? He's like, look, I've said my piece, but I'm gonna stay out of this part of it because I understand that part of it is business too.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know.
We'll see. Hopefully it's none of those guys' names that we talked about. Hopefully that everything goes smoothly with Leonard Brown signing his tag and just coming to training camp, defying all the media reports out there. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get podcasts.